Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is a beer courtesy of Beer Month Club. You can click on the link below if you want to subscribe to their beer subscription service and help me out on that one. But they send you 2 bottles every month, and it's really fun. So along with sending just a beer, they send you a lot of information. So this is one full page at least about the brewery itself, and then more information about the beer and wonderful descriptors on there. So talking about Perennial, they're in St. Louis, Missouri, well-known brewery for their barrel-aged stouts, but also their funky beers, along with Corey King, who has now Side Project, one of the best-known and most highly regarded sour breweries in the country. So what is Funky Vit? This is Funky Vit. This is 5%, their take on a Vit beer with orange peel, coriander, peppercorn, but then it has all the mixed fermentation with it. It's food aged with Saccharomyces, your wild yeast Brettanomyces, and also your sour producers with Lactobacillus and Pediococcus. So we're digging into this beer. The beer comes in a medium light gold color, wonderful white head on there. Let's get the aroma. Got a little bit of funk on there. You got a little bit of light kind of lemon lime quality, light funkiness. Good amount of that kind of like eggshell Brett character. The wheat's coming through. It smells wonderfully complex. You're also getting some sweetness underlying there. Maybe a little bit of that coriander now driving through. Cheers. Oh, bright acidity. It's a medium to medium plus. It's a quenching beer. The best analogy I can give to you guys, if you guys have been able to enjoy the Hill Farmstead ales, this is in the vein of that. It has just the right amount of acidity, just a right amount of funkiness, just a right amount of fruitiness. Everything's still there. And if I had this blind, if I had this blind, I would easily guess this is one of the Hill Farmstead beers. Maybe something like a Florence or an Arthur, maybe something like that. Highly carbonated, wonderful wheat body to it, beautiful acidity up front. It has wonderful fruit qualities. It has this kind of like lemon quality to it, stone fruit, underripe plum. The oakiness is actually quite subtle, but they mention it multiple times here. They also mention that it's lambic-like, which is quite interesting because it does have that funkiness driving in there, the bread's driving through. That reminds you a little bit of like a young Belgian style lambic. So they have wonderful tasting notes. And again, as you watch these videos, I'm giving you my tasting notes, but if you subscribe to this, you're getting a beautiful amount of tasting notes. And as I'm going to enjoy this beer, I'm going to compare my tasting notes and checking through with the descriptors that they give it, which are very, very intense and in-depth. I mean, examples go through, I'm just paraphrasing, but they go through notes of tart lime, toasty oak, tart grape, coriander note does a great job softening the initial tartness up here, bubbly carbonation, and they keep talking interwoven sourness and the impact of the toasty oak and subtle tannic structure and subtle elements of saltiness and funk. Again, great vocabulary that if you're interested in tasting beer better and gaining a better palate, it's a great way to do it. I love this, and I love comparing having a beer here and then comparing it to the tasting notes that they have, who really is quite an expert on describing these beers. So as for this beer in general, I absolutely love it. That's fire. This beer for me is Funky Vit Perennial. This is getting a 95 for me. Absolutely delicious. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.